Hey everyone, it's me, Dan the Film Jet again. I hope everyone's doing okay, and I hope that everyone that's in the direction of that hurricane that's coming in Upper Florida, if you can, get out when you get the chance, or if you want to stay, I understand, but please be safe. Please be careful with yourselves, and please do your best to just try to stay safe in the hurricane's path. I mean, I forgot the hurricane's name, but whatever. But my condolences go out to you, whoever is in the path of that freaking big storm coming up. That's all I gotta say for that. But anyway, so some big Dolphins news just dropped in. I know the obvious one is Jonathan Taylor and so many more. Like we just sent Noah out, which is I'm not doing. I mean, I am happy low key, but I kind of feel bad for Noah. Not really, but still at the same time, Noah just doesn't really. He didn't belong here. Like 3 years ago when he was in the same draft as Tua and Austin Jackson, and I was still flabbergasted that Greer chose, well, not Greer, but one of the coaches decided to choose a corner when we could have had like a lot more picks, like a running back. I know a lot of people wanted to running back that draft after we selected Austin Jackson, but it is what it is, and I hope the corner that Dallas sent to us turns out to be a little bit better, and I hope Noah finds some luck in Dallas. That's all I can say. But yeah, the whole Jonathan Taylor thing is, look, listen, low key, I would have liked for them to pursue Jonathan Taylor, but you know, the analyst part of me is just saying no because right away, I think the reports was that the Colts wanted the first round pick for Taylor, and we don't have a first round pick, because of our idiot owner and Stephen Ross. So you can thank him for that. And I just knew it wasn't coming. As soon as they announced that, I knew it wasn't gonna go through, and that Taylor wasn't gonna find a way to end up here as a Dolphin. And I get that a lot of people are mad about it, and that's okay. You have the right to be upset. But at the same time, don't say like people warned you about this. Like I've watched a lot of Big O and Dudley Do Wrong. I mean, I've watched them before I can make any judgments myself. And to be honest, yeah, like I think we're good in the running back situation. And plus, we got Chris. We just signed Chris. We just kept Chris Brooks, which I gotta admit that guy is pretty nice. You got to keep an eye out on him. And I'm well, not really shocked, but I'm a little surprised we kept him. I thought he was going to be cut for sure, but it definitely was a little shock. Not really, but it was a little bit of surprising to see Miles Gaskin get waived as well. I didn't see that coming, but at the same time, he was doing good. But I guess McDaniel and some of the other coaches saw something that we don't apparently because we're fans at the end of the day. But yeah, look, I know a lot of people are just disappointed about Jonathan Taylor not coming to the thing. But I did hear a report saying that there's also a chance that he could be traded here in the middle of the season. Like I think the deadline was October 31st, like on Halloween. So things can escalate, things can like change from here on out. I don't know what's gonna happen to. I'm just gonna ride the boat the same way that we're all riding this Damian Lillard boat, and that's another story for another time. But you know, we really need to think about this. We need to think analytically about this. Like I get it. We want to think like fans. We want to be fanatical about this. If you get the positivity and whatever. But I'm just being realistic with you. I need to like be honest about this sort of discussions. Like after the whole Dalvin Cook situation that went on for months and months, I didn't really believe in that. I didn't really think Dalvin Cook was going to come to the Dolphins. Now, part of me was thinking like, hey, maybe I could be wrong, but at the same time, I'm like, nah, no, I don't. I just can't see it happening. Plus, Creer doesn't like to give that money to star players or star running backs. We've seen this story like a bunch of times, like with Saquon Barkley or some or any of the past star running backs or any player in general, like a big name in the free agency that we've all been keeping our eye on, and then they go to some other team or they get traded away or they stay with their other teams. Whatever, it's like, am I mad about it? No. Did I low key want Jonathan Taylor? I'm like, sure, just to add the depth or whatever. Am I concerned about the online? Not necessarily, but I understand everyone's concern. And look, I get that everyone's like very critical of Chris Greer, and I get it too. I'm very critical of him. When I say he screws up, he screws up. But we need to think about these sort of things. We can't just all blame on Chris Greer. Gotta blame on some other people as well. You gotta point the fingers at someone other than Greer. That's the point I'm getting to you. But overall, it sucks. Jonathan Taylor not coming down, and I did hear that he's a home kid as well. That would have helped, but and I don't listen to the reports that much. I don't care about the reports. I know they're trying to get things out there just for clicks and views. Sort of like not really clout chasing because that is their job at the end of the day. I mean, this whole like, oh, he lives in here in Miami. He trains here in Miami all the day off season or blah 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 whatever. And I've heard that so many times here. Hell, even with the Heat when they said like stars like Durant or Donovan Mitchell likes to train here in Miami. That didn't mean anything. That didn't bond well. And look what happened there. It's like don't get worked up on something that doesn't look true or don't that doesn't bond well in some of our schemes. And yeah, maybe Jonathan Taylor might have fit the scheme, but at the same time, did it really though? I think we're good on the running backs. Like I need to see some progress in Savon Ahmed, Chris Brooks, and A Chain too. And I need to. I liked A Chain. I think he's going to be pretty good. But will he? That's what I need to see how the regular season operates, and then if it all goes to haywire, then we can try to get Jonathan Taylor for the second time. I don't know for sure. But that's my thoughts on it. I think people really need to like step back and just calm down. I get it, we're all emotional about this, but I don't think it's going to help the situation even further. That's kind of like my point on this whole ordeal. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still looking forward to the season. Preseason's done. We've caught a lot of guys. We're down to 53 people on the roster. And it looks like it could be exciting. Maybe it could be a failure. We won't know until we see the season. Just everyone hold up, hold back on the negative, or not really. Hold back, and then when this whole real part, well, when the real season comes, we can start making judgments. All we freaking want to. Okay, okay, all right. That's all I wanted to get out, and I hope you have a great day or a good night. And remember, to the people in Tampa or anywhere in Central Florida, just be careful out there and be safe. That's all I ever want from the people up there or anyone in general. Just live happily lives, survive somehow if you can, and just do your best to stay out of this. That's all I'm gonna say. You guys have a great night, and God bless you to the people up there in the Hurricanes way. That's all I'm gonna say.